thank you to Drachma55 for their generous donation on Patreon. If you would like to join them in their generosity, the link to my Patreon page is in the description.
Hi.
Hi.
Welcome back. All of the above here on KRU Kansas City on KC Student Radio every Thursday from 5 to 7 p.m. I know we're starting a little early, but we had to address something.
Don't worry.
We were listening, just as you were, to what was just said on the show by the people of the Graveyard Shift. Not calling you out, but the people of the Graveyard Shift show on Wednesdays.
On Wednesdays.
Specifically of the show from May 7th, 2014.
A few months ago.
Yeah. If you were listening just now, they were talking about Johnny Cash.
Doing impersonations and whatnot.
Horrible impersonations by themselves, but also slightly insulting impersonations.
Yeah.
Followed up with a joke saying...
a joke / segue.
Yeah. Talking to, I think it was Campbell to Asher, saying, "Hey, Asher, you know what else is dead right now?
Your car.
Your car." Okay, you want to...
It's not cool. You can't use someone's death as a segue joke.
That is horrible. Like that right before that, they did this stupid impersonation. Is dumb. Like Johnny Cash is one of the most influential country artists of all time, and just artists in general. He had a style very unique to him that most people could identify with, and he was a personality that people could cling to in a time where people were pretty much robbed of personalities to cling to that were of his kin. He was not traditional. He was not an anarchist that was like burning down buildings or whatever. No, he was,
for all intents and purposes, Johnny Cash.
Yeah, he was freaking Johnny Cash. You don't.
There's boundaries you have to respect and not step over.
I have officially said it. The people of all of the above, the highest contender for ratings with the Graveyard Shift, officially calling you guys out as being insulting to Johnny Cash and offensive on multiple levels. Saying it not just because we're about to leave anyway.
We're calling you out, and we're out.
Yeah. And as such, since we're about to come in, we're still like 4 minutes early, I'm going to play some Johnny Cash for you. Some real good, gosh darn, because censorship music. Yeah, I'm not even going to, screw it. This is Sunday Morning Coming Down, and then Ring of Fire. Johnny Cash.
Because they had to make that joke.
Yeah, they made the reference. So there you go. Johnny Cash. Some actual... I'm going to stop talking. Let Johnny Cash
Calm down.
I'm mad, man.
You're going to break... I understand mad. You're just going to break the equipment.
Well, I would say it's for a good cause. How's that for a Ring of Fire? Gosh darn it, Graveyard Shift. You have shamed yourself publicly. You have abolished yourself of being associated with good taste. You are riddled with sin. Heaven have mercy upon your souls.
Because you will find none here.
But on all seriousness, that was not cool, guys. But moving on.
Moving on.
Moving on for the sake of gosh.
For those who don't know, I just told Jacob this. The Kansas City Royals are going to the World Series with the Cardinals.
Isn't this like the first time since like the 80s?
Yeah, we beat the Cardinals in the 85 too.
Yeah. Hey. Time to repeat history. I don't even care, and I am excited. And I was going to tell you something, because you mentioned while you were telling me this, that this is important to know because it is going to bleed into our schools. Yeah. One thing, while I was taking my midterm in my anchor course, the Artists in Society, we all had to separate out, and we could not have...
I'm just readjusting my mic. Keep going.
We could all hear it. Stop. While we were like, okay, so we have 3 papers, and we all this stuff, and everything's very organized, and Can't talk. Can't have anything. Anyone have any questions? Somewhere. Yes. Can you post the Royals score for us, please? So while the midterm was going, the Royals score was on the board being updated by the teachers while we were taking our midterm.
Nice.
And we're going to the freaking dang. And I asked you to look up when that was.
When the last time we were?
No, when is the game happening? When is the World Series happening?
It's not telling me.
You better find out soon, Sonny.
I will. As soon as I pull it up.
I even squint better than you. I don't know. So, yeah, in case you didn't realize, this is all of the above here on K-Root, Kansas City, UMKC.
Because our voices aren't recognizable.
Well, I say it's because we started early, smart one. We fight like a married couple.
And that's why we're popular.
Yeah. So, yeah, we started a bit early to respond to a show that was archived, and to people who are not directly listening, at least I don't think so. If we get mauled, if someone bursts into the studio midway through and starts attacking us, you probably know who it was.
The Graveyard Shift.
Yeah, we were responding to the Graveyard Shift's comments about Johnny Cash. One thing, while you're doing this, because I seem to be in need of coming up with filler, Johnny Cash was he orchestrated the Statler Brothers into becoming not only his opening act, his accompaniment, but eventually them breaking off into their own thing. They did a whole song about this that I'll be playing in our first break called We Got Paid by Cash by the Statler Brothers, where they describe how they came to be. They were just this low ground country band, these four guys in a car with a map just driving to fairs and stuff that would let them play. And Johnny Cash let them open for his show at one of the biggest fairs, and there you go. It just went on from there. Any news yet, or do I have to keep going?
October 21st.
Oh, my God. That's in 5 days.
Yep.
October 21st, where is that being held?
Hold up. I'm on the wiki page. Yeah. It's on Fox if you watch that.
It's on Fox.
If you watch it, it's on Fox.
At least you don't have to have like a huge cable bundle or anything. Fox is just a channel that you get.
Mm-hmm.
How is it not there?
I don't know.
You can just imagine. I mean, I don't know if it's like, I don't pay attention to baseball at all. I don't know.
I do if I go to the games. Like, I can't watch it on TV, but
Yeah.
being there is
Keep going.
different.
Yeah, I was going to say, well, you can talk, just keep doing the thing.
I'm doing it.
I don't know if it's like football, where like the Super Bowl, where it's held. Like sometimes it makes sense, sometimes it doesn't. Like the who was it? The Saints. They were held. Their Super Bowl was held in their stadium, and then next year was also held in that same stadium. I don't remember where it was held before that. I don't know. I'm not a sports guy. I don't know. So I don't know if this would follow any sort of conventions like that. If it's being held in Kansas City, that would be weird. If it's always held at the same place, I don't know. It's up against the Cardinals.
Maybe. It was kind of weird on that. The wiki said the Royals are definitely going, but I think the Cardinals are against another team to go for it.
Well, the Cardinals should win just because.
Continuity.
Yeah, I mean, we already beat them once. Let's do it again. Yeah, Royals.
You'll probably never hear that again on this radio show.
Especially not from me.
Seriously, it's not telling me.
Okay, just forget about it. Anyways.
Whoever knows, text us.
Yeah, text us. You tell us the stuff. We don't know stuff.
I played baseball. That was about it.
Mr. Keach, if you're listening, which you're probably not, text us.
Listen to us if you don't.
Text us. Let us know anything you know about the Royals going to the World Series.
Let's talk about that.
Let's talk about that. Our number is on the webpage, usually right under the player, but we will tell you it's 816-287-0090. I will repeat that one more time. 816-287-0090.
And if you follow our Facebooks, I'm starting to put the number on.
Follow us on our Facebooks. What are you, 50?
Yes.
I'll Facebook it to you.
I'll Facebook it.
Why? I don't know.
I put it on my. I'm just gonna start putting it on my announcements because I can never remember.
Yeah, I generally put it on mine, and you just share mine, but that's fine. I used to try to. This is the link, and this is where you can find the old ones, and here's the number, and all this stuff. It would be like a paragraph and a half long, and
no one's gonna read that.
No, so now I'm like, sentence and a half. There you go. Here's the link. Here's the number.
Link.
Listen, please. And then I tag you, and then there you go.
Then I share it, and then anyone. Really, I have like 3 other people now sharing.
Nice. And yeah, and in case you didn't catch on when I said it, there are ways you can listen to old shows without trying to time them on here. The YouTube channel, our YouTube channel, my YouTube channel. YouTube.
I kind of latched on.
Yeah, youtube.com/DeckerLink. You can find all of the old archived shows. Sans music because YouTube copyright crazy.
If you think he should share some of the profits, text in. Because right now I'm getting gypped because I forgot to write up a contract.
That's a racist term, by the way.
Gypped?
It's referring to gypsies.
Oh.
How dare you? I'm very offended.
Their home country doesn't even like them, though.
Okay,
that's a thing.
Before we get into this anymore,
That's
what
true.
do we have on the docket today, Caleb?
We have a few articles. I got 2, and I heard one from Jacob.
I have one, and then I also have a little thing we're going to go back and forth about.
Back and forward.
But we'll get to that here soon. And
We got
the order of same will probably be all jumbled up. And it's this week for Caleb to
test Jacob's knowledge.
Now that we got rid of incentives, I'll probably not guess as well. I'll only start to lose when I have nothing left to lose.
And if you miss why we got rid of incentives, it's because we're broke.
Yeah. Also, did you come up with a question? Because I didn't.
I did not, but we can get one before the day is through.
Yeah. Before this is over, we shall have a question. Yeah.
Click, 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 click.
What is the nickname for a McDouble with a McChicken in the middle of it?
I can't say that on air.
I can say that on air, but I'm not going to say it until the end of the show.
Wait.
That's your question. That's the question.
This is the
No
difference
fighting.
between co-hosts and hosts. Is I can't say some things.
You could say it, you just choose not to.
I can? It's not over there?
It's not over there, but you have to say it with the right amount of context.
Okay, then.
That should give you a clue.
Oh.
So, yeah.
Is it a Royale with cheese?
Is it a world? I'm a warrior! I'm a warrior! Can't explain that one.
Chris Handsome.
See, I call you Chris Handsome.
Just type that into Google and you'll probably get
You'll
what
find
it's
it.
like.
You type in I like ya and want ya into YouTube. You will find what we're referring to. You bring in the cameras and the police you got outside. It make me no difference. We can do this the easy way or the hard way. The choice is yours. Well, I don't think you and I will be doing anything any kind of way. See, I see you choosing the hard way.
I can't look at him while he's doing this.
Why?
I just picture it with those voices, with your voice. So we're choosing it the hard way.
We're choosing the hard way.
I'm a warrior.
I'm a warrior. Ah!
There's some of you who might know exactly what we're talking about.
And some who are very confused right now. I watch the show all the time.
It's been 14 minutes. We should probably
go to music. Meow.
You should probably play something from the Warriors.
The Warriors. I ain't got nothing by the Warriors, but I do have something by the Statler Brothers.
Give him a minute.
Yeah, come on.
You're not cooling it. I can see your face.
You want to talk about face?
Your face.
Your hair so nappy, you gotta take painkillers to comb it. Oh.
Your mama's so classless that she's a Marxist utopia.
Your mama's so dumb she got hit by a parked car.
Your mama's so hairy when she talks, all I hear is This just devolved into this, apparently. Just rub some loving lotion on that.
Designated loving lotion.
It cures all of your ails.
Cures all of your ails.
What ails you and will cure you with the loving lotion.
Yeah, it's like the moonshine of lotion.
We gotta play music.
You gotta go to music now.
We've been talking too long.
We've been doing your mama jokes. We gotta go from this. We gotta somehow build on this. Let's go to. Let's go.
Cut to the music, man. Don't even tell him. Just cut to the music.
Just get out of there. Okay, the Statler Brothers. We got Big Cat. Oh yeah, and I'm actually gonna introduce him. We got paid by cash by the Statler Brothers. Then we're gonna go to let's see. Okay.
Oh, that's just a. Sorry to anyone listening with headphones. By the way,
Ow! Funyuns.
Funyuns are delicious. I think what he was trying to say.
Yeah. We'll go.
I got one.
What?
Wait, can I say this?
Yeah.
Just read that.
What?
The very top.
Hey.
Can I say that? I can. All right. The question is, what do you call a zombie prostitute? Going with our Halloween theme.
We have a Halloween theme?
No, not really, but it's October, so might as well milk it. What do you call a zombie prostitute?
Our Halloween show is going to be on October 30th.
Since we are not on the 31st.
Yeah, so that day that day we're gonna try to do some more spooky, scary stuff.
Spooky, scary skeletons. Seriously, we had to go to music.
Okay.
We've been delaying this for 3 minutes now.
Okay, so we got Paid by Cash by the Statler Brothers. Then we're gonna go to El Paso by Marty Robbins. Sorry. Then we're gonna go to then we're gonna Putting on the Ritz by Taco.
Tacos are delicious.
Don't forget your taco. That's the wrong character. Taco. I don't remember what the
Well, there's Taco from the League.
The diggity dang. And then we're gonna do
Digimon.
what? What are you saying?
Digimon.
And then we're gonna do Goo Goo Dolls.
I still can't say it.
The Goo Goo Dolls Come to Me. Shut your dizzity dang.
What's a dizzity dang? I'll try.
Censored words. Thank you for listening. All of the above here in Kansas City. See you later. Bye.
Yo gabba gabba.
Yo gabba gabba.
Yo gabba gabba.
He said yo gabba gabba y'all.
Yo gabba gabba y'all.
Yo gabba gabba y'all. Yo gabba gabba y'all.
If you can't guess, we're tired.
We are exhausted.
We don't know why. We haven't done much.
Oh, I got up a lot earlier than I was expecting to, and I didn't really want to, and it was unfortunate, and I didn't like it at all.
Not
But
gonna,
now we gotta go and play.
we can talk about the thing that's around your neck.
This is all the other us here in Cairo, Kansas City, in KC.
Every Thursdays, 5 to 7.
Yeah, we got a game for the play. It's gonna be a lot of fun. You know, excited for this kid. Yeah, battery. Okay, here we go.
If you're listening to this, you know where we are. It's on the web page that you're currently on.
All right, so we're going to play this game. It's not really even a game. It's more like, what's your opinion, Caleb?
Opinions!
Hey! You all might be familiar because, like, everyone in the world subscribed to them, is the Epic Rap Battles of History on
There's
YouTube.
what, YouTube, who puts billboards up for
Yeah,
them now?
they advertise a lot. And so,
Same with Video Game High School is starting to get that.
yeah, Video Game
Attention,
High School is
too.
doing good. I'm glad Freddie Wong is getting a lot more exposure than he was before. But anyway, so, yeah, the Epic Rap Battle of History, in case you don't know, somehow, it is a series on YouTube produced by Nice Peter and Epic Lloyd, where basically they just take two historical figures and they put them in a rap battle against each other. A lot of them are profane. Just getting that out of the way.
So you listen to them, expect something.
Yeah. There are a few that do not have profanity, and we will be playing a few of those in order to provide some context.
You're on a computer. Go.
Yeah, just seriously. But anyway,
Or a mobile device.
yeah, I've gone through all 3 seasons. They're about to get season 4 out here soon, early November. So in honor of that, I went through and I compiled all the participants in every battle, and Caleb and I are going to go back and forth and say who we thought won and why.
Okay.
It's so funny to see. You have good face. I don't know.
You have good face. I don't know how to take that, but I think he's talking about my facial structure allows my jaw to open more than most people's, and I can move most of the muscles in my face voluntarily.
Now you can't see it, but he
I
was.
can't. Visual comedy, perfect for radio.
Yeah. Okay. We won't be able to get through all 3 seasons before we have to go to the next musical break, but we will get through as many as we can, and then return when we continue on returning. So let's go to the first one. Let's go to the first one. The first one ever. John Lennon versus Bill O'Reilly. Starting from the very beginning on this one.
I've seen most of them, so I have to remember.
I have seen all of them multiple times, most of them, and I have most of them. And
All right. I've seen most of them, but Bill O'Reilly versus John Lennon, that's kind of a hard one. One of their first, not as well done as their others, but I'm going to have to say Bill O'Reilly won that one.
really,
Yeah.
why?
Why? It was just more of it seemed more like a battle to him. John Lennon just was kind of there.
Yeah. This was definitely one of their weaker ones. Even so much as that when it came to trying to bring in a tie-in for all 3 seasons, they didn't go with the original one. They went with the second one that we'll get to soon. John Lennon, in the second verse, resorted to just saying, shut up.
Yeah, there's that too.
Yeah, that's not an argument. So, as
soon as you say shut up in an argument, you lost.
Yeah, so as much as I don't like Bill O'Reilly, or at least as much as I don't appreciate his style, his methods, I will say I'll have to agree with you. Bill O'Reilly definitely won that battle. The second one is the one that most famous. It's one that got 3 going on 4 iterations now, which I
know what you're talking about.
Adolf Hitler versus Darth Vader.
All right, we going with the first one.
This is the first one, the very first one when both were alive and well.
All right, I'm gonna say, hey, Hitler won the first one.
Hitler won the first one?
Yeah. He had very strong and really clever lines. And
Yeah, as much as it's weird to say Hitler won, I think when you're writing for a horrible character, you have to write horrible lines. And it takes a certain ability to appreciate writing lines that are meant to just be, you
made that
you
joke?
you said that, and
especially to go online.
yeah, so you have to do it in a certain style as to not come across like, this is what I personally believe. And yeah, I think I'm not going to do this every time, hopefully, but
We're just very similar that way.
it was a strong battle because I think Darth Vader, that was one of his strongest.
Yeah.
But I think Hitler won the first one. So, yeah. The next one, the third one, also had a character that came back later. Abraham Lincoln versus Chuck Norris.
That one was hard.
This one is a hard decision because, back then it's a bit of a dated one. Because back then was the era of Chuck Norris jokes.
Yeah.
Like that was the thing.
And now he's seldom talked about.
Yeah, he's made them himself. He made one in The Expendables.
And that's when it just ends.
Yeah.
You can't say you like something when it's...
It'd be like if Rick Astley, like Rick Astley.
Yeah, if he was like, I like that Rick rolls the thing, it would end immediately.
Yeah, all he said was that he thought it was funny and that I hope it doesn't embarrass his daughter.
What's the Secretary General for the Russian Federation, where they were drawing pictures of her? She immediately, when she first saw them, she was like, "What am I, a Pokemon?" was her first reaction to that. And then when she admitted that she kind of liked it, it stopped immediately.
Yeah, it's this weird back and forth of, if you like it, we can't do it.
No, it takes the fun out of it.
Yeah. So Abraham Lincoln versus Chuck Norris. Chuck Norris's lines were pretty much all entirely Chuck Norris jokes.
Yeah, and it got a bit old.
They did run it through, and I personally think that Abraham Lincoln's lines were a bit more witty. I mean, yeah.
You stop bullets with your beard. I caught one in my skull.
Yeah. That one, yeah.
That's why I'm going to choose Abraham Lincoln.
Yeah, so we agree again. Abraham Lincoln won this one. I should keep track of who won.
Hold up.
What?
Patrick's online.
Oh, he's got to talk to Patrick. The next one. Do you think we have enough time for the next one?
Yeah, I think so.
This might take up the whole thing. I'm not going to lie. At the rate we're going,
yeah, we can do this.
The entire show is about...
No, I think we can get through a bunch of them because it's only 5:45.
Okay. So the next one was Sarah Palin versus Lady Gaga. They had a really good Sarah Palin.
Yes, most of their women, when it's woman versus a woman, they get super mean towards each other.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. It is pretty much every time a woman, and this is going to be very tricky to say without sounding offensive. Every time a woman is utilized in Epic Rap Battle of History, they get such strong lines.
They do.
It is like
they are witty.
Just one damn,
and
just one damn after another damn, just damn. You just get the entire time. You're like, oh my god, how is the next one gonna fight that? And then they go back and forth with this. Just like, oh my god, those are some of the most intense battles. And I don't know why. I am not going to delve into the realm of trying to guess why, because that's where
a can of worms right there.
That is, yeah.
But
so
they do tend to have super strong and witty retorts to each other.
Yeah. I will say in this first one, the first time on round 4, on the 4th match ever, they had their woman v woman, and Lady Gaga wasn't even played by a woman. It was played by Nice Peter.
Which was a satire.
It was a satire.
To Lady Gaga's a man, which was a rumor/joke.
Yeah,
flowing.
so another dated thing, but also kind of plays into into that kind of stuff. So I don't know. With this one, it's harder because I didn't really listen to this one very often when it came out, because I was really sick of Lady Gaga.
Just anything.
At that
She
point.
was super saturated.
It was at that point she was just the saturated whatever. This was a lot before a lot of her like charitable works came out and to public knowledge and stuff.
She was just kind of weird.
Yeah,
and
this was before her weird was meant as an image of saying
it's okay.
this is okay to be different. Before at that point, it just seemed like I'm weird for the sake of being weird. Like this was before the meat dress,
which is okay, but you can't like overdo that.
Yeah, if you were weird continuously,
like sometimes you gotta wear sweatpants and just stay at home.
Yeah, so
as a weird person, I can say that.
Yeah, so I don't know. This one it is difficult because Sarah Palin did hit a lot of points that a lot of people had criticisms about Lady Gaga at the time. But I like how we're like breaking this down. What? But she also had a good amount of it's Sarah Palin, so let's make her goofy.
Like it brought it back. It wasn't just teeth.
Yeah. So I don't know. Lady Gaga also had some pretty good lines, but I don't know. I mean, it's a difference between someone who's middle, good, not great, and to someone who has some great, but also has done worse.
Yeah. In
the same amount of time. Personally, I think I probably have to go with Sarah Palin just because there are certain lines that, as much as I disagree with the real one, I met the real one. While I was working at Barnes & Noble, she did a book signing while I was there. They had to reverse the escalators, and I had to go through a line and get like searched to go up the escalator to go to the bathroom because the bathrooms were upstairs.
Oh,
and so I walked.
That's not to her being there. That is just to the pain to go to the bathroom.
Yeah, and I walked by her going in.
Probably would have been faster to go to a different store at that point.
Yeah, but we're not allowed to do that.
Oh, I understand why, but
yeah. So anyway, I probably have to go with Sarah Palin just because she said a lot of things that seemed to be very pertinent at the time.
I'm gonna go with. This is the first time.
Oh!
Lady Gaga. I thought her lines were still kind of resonate now, like unlike Sarah Palin's with Lady Gaga's. There's no insult to anyone, but they're still topical now.
True.
Her insults, and they were witty on top of that.
True.
So within the test of time, I'm gonna choose Lady Gaga.
I didn't think about that. That is a good point.
Can I change it now? Let's go to the next one.
I was gonna say, yeah. I mean, I did say that a lot of Palin's criticisms were pertinent at the time, and if you look at the phrase "at the time," I guess that makes sense. Yeah, I think I'm changing. I hate to do that.
I can switch people's opinions.
Well, hey, we're probably going to wind up going back and forth on that. But
That's
before
true.
that, we got to go do some more music. So I'm going to try to play some shorter stuff because we need to get through this.
We should probably only try to get through the first season, not all three.
We'll get as far as we can.
We'll throw in some of our discussion topics on top of that. If we can.
So I'm going to try to play some shorter stuff. I'll probably only play 3 songs.
Don't tune out. We have more to talk about.
Absolutely. The first song is going to be one of the epic rabbit of history that we may or may not be getting to. It's called Nikola Tesla versus Thomas Edison. It is one of the clean ones, if I remember correctly. If not, we'll find out.
Go on this adventure with us.
Yeah.
Will we be kicked off the air before they can reach their goals? Who knows? Tune in next time on Pokemon.
So Nikola Tesla versus Thomas Edison. Linkin Park in the end, done by Anthony Vincent, the 20 style cover guy. Try to think of what the each style is. If you haven't seen the video yet, if you have, enjoy it. Enjoy listening to it without being told explicitly what it is. And then I'm gonna. Where is it? I don't know where to go. I don't know where it went, man.
What are you looking for?
I don't know. Then I'll just play. I wear my sunglasses at night because that's a thing. So thank you all for listening. All of the above here on K-Root, Kansas City. I'm KC Student Radio for Thursday from BriAnna. I'm Jacob.
I'm Caleb, and
And-
thanks for tuning in.
Who wins? We'll find out. Welcome back. All of the above here on K-Root, Kansas City. You have KC Student Radio every Thursday from 5 to 10 p.m.
That's Jacob, and I'm Caleb. And
Yes, sir. And we're back with our discussion of the epic rap battles of history. We're probably just going to go through season 1 because, wow, we got through 4.
yeah, and it was 15 minutes.
Yeah,
we
so
dissected that.
yeah, so let's go.
This is class discussion, right? here.
Yeah. Number 5, Hulk Hogan and Macho Man Randy Savage versus Kim Jong-il.
Ooh, the threes are always kind of hard.
Yeah.
Do we have to choose one for the threes?
We either have to choose Macho Man and Hulk or Kim.
All right, so the Hulk and Macho Man come together.
The mega powers, yeah. They come as a bundle.
Because of that, I have to choose Kim Jong-il because Hulk Hogan was his was weak the whole way through.
Mm-hmm.
Randy Savage brought it back up. Like if we could have chosen just a single person, I would have chosen Randy Savage. Macho Man Randy Savage.
Mm.
But as a whole, they came out to about average. Hulk Hogan being the far side, Randy Savage bringing it back up, averaging about to normal. But
Yeah.
Kim Jong-un,
Ill.
Kim Jong.
Kimmy.
Taco.
He took it in stride. He kept going. He was witty no matter which one he was up against.
He was only up against one.
Oh, yeah. There's that, too. I never thought that was kind of fair, was to bring in someone at the very end.
So that Isaac Newton one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'd go with Isaac Newton.
All right. So
Weird Al Yankovic.
we'll if we continue this, which I'm not deleting this list because it took a while to assemble. So
We might come back to
this
it
might be
every
a
once in a while.
yeah.
Bit of a series.
Yeah. Personally, for me, I have to go with the Mega Powers because of a few things.
WWE for life.
WWE for life, brother. No,
An actual license plate in the state
Yeah.
of Kansas,
yeah,
by the way.
yeah,
Saw that one in McDonald's.
yeah, classy. But yeah. So the reason I have to go with the Mega Powers here is because I really did not like how Timothy DeLaGhetto played Kim Jong-il, who, by the way, is a dated contestant.
That's because he's,
I know.
yeah.
So Macho Man also died,
Oh, yeah.
right after that.
Rest in peace.
Yes. I can barely hear you, man.
Oh, sorry. Let me tilt this.
So
There we go.
yeah, that's better. Now that
Rest
you're
in
talking.
peace.
Yeah.
Kim Jong-il and Macho Man Randy Savage.
Both of them.
Yeah. I don't hold qualms.
I have qualms,
Qualms.
especially about Kim Jong-il. Anyway, so I did not think that Kim Jong-il's lines were near as witty as they should have been because they've played horrible people before. I'm hearing that now. Put it away.
Velcro.
They've played horrible people before with Hitler. I mean, I know they were still developing it, but it was not that long before it. And
I think weren't they both still alive when this came out?
when it came out, yeah, both died. I I think, a matter of months after it happened. Not near at the same time, but either way. I did not like the squeaky, high-pitched, voice-cracking rapping of Timothy DeLaGhetto as Kim Jong-il. I did not like how it sounded.
His voice cracked? Cracked?
Yeah, I mean,
I said
North
it in
Korea, let me give you a tour. And yeah,
I didn't know if he was doing that on purpose or...
that's how he raps. I like it as a voice actor when they try to do impersonations, when they try to get into character.
But he was just kind of himself.
Yeah, he was himself. He was not nearly as creative as he could have been. Hulk Hogan, while they were trying to get into character, obviously it's Hulk Hogan.
They went with more of a stereotype.
They went with the caricature representation of Hulk Hogan. And in all honesty, Macho Man just won it all the way for me. Hulk Hogan, they played into his tendency to get things wrong, which is a character trait of Hulk Hogan.
The real one or the character?
Real one. He gets things wrong all the time. And while he was not nearly as strong as he could have been, and he was not as witty as he could have been, I don't think he was bad enough to have Macho Man be way down past where Kim Jong is. So I'd probably have to say, with all that going into it, I have to say my vote goes to the Mega Powers.
Does Hulk Hogan still have a reality show?
No, that lasted for like 2 seasons, and thank God it was over.
I saw it like once, and they were arguing about Reese's peanut butter.
Yeah, so, yeah, no. He's trying to get a match with John Cena, but I don't think so. He's 61.
No, so you're gonna hurt yourself, or
yeah. I mean, he already had a physical that said if you get suplexed or dropped once on your spine, because his move was the leg drop, the base of his spine is gone.
Did they have to remove it?
I don't know what they're gonna do. Basically, they said that if he gets slammed one more time, he's gonna be paralyzed.
Oh, no. I would not risk my legs for getting back in the limelight.
Yeah, so they are trying. The only way they're ever going to get him in the ring.
Especially, think how guilty John Cena would feel about...
the only way they're going to get them in the ring, and it's not going to be a technical match if they do get him in the ring. There's no way they can do it.
No.
He wasn't a great wrestler to begin with.
I could see him being like one of the side ring reporters.
He I think he did that for a while, but either way, because this is not the topic at hand,
we should probably get back to that.
But
don't do it. It's not worth paralyzation.
They're only gonna let him try if he can pass their physical.
Yeah,
which they're not gonna let him risk it if it's a risk.
No, because that's a lawsuit. And
Justin Bieber versus Beethoven. Do we even need to discuss it? Beethoven won.
Yeah, just for that last line. Like, if I had to choose one line from each of them, just if you want to be a little white usher, show them to their seats.
Yeah.
Or in Germany, we don't hit little girls.
Yeah. There's a whole bunch of them. Next one, Einstein versus Stephen Hawking.
I'm gonna go with Einstein.
Really?
Yeah.
Explain while I type.
I go for more. I liked his jokes a lot.
You liked his jokes?
That was awkward.
Yeah.
Dude, I'd say sit down, but you brought your own seat.
Yeah, this was the first clean one they had.
Yeah.
They had no swear words in this one. So you just
stand on the shoulders of giants.
Yeah.
No, that was a Hawking line.
Yeah. And then Einstein would reply, I'm the giant you would have stood on if you could stand.
And you sound like Wall-E having sex with the speak and spell.
Yeah. I liked Hawking better. Mainly, this is the second time we've disagreed. Mainly because he did not rely on making fun of one thing too much. I think Einstein was trying to be horrible so much that they kept attacking the fact that Hawking could not move. I think when you play into one joke over and over again, you have to up it.
Like, I understand where you're coming from, but I think they did up it a bit. Like, it didn't get old like it did with It's Sarah Palin's joke.
Yeah.
Or not Sarah Palin. Who am I thinking of?
I don't know.
About him earlier.
I didn't see as much of an elevation, or at least not as much, and I don't like. Hawking never went after Einstein for being German or anything. He went after him for his look. He went after him for his theory. He went after him for being ugly. 10 million particles. Yeah. Made a Yo Mama joke, which is interesting. And that it was a hard role to do. I mean, how do you make an energized rap out of someone who can't move? It sounded cool. I think it had wittier lines.
Of course it sounded cool. It was auto-tuned. Jokes.
It wasn't even auto-tuned. It was just
not really.
harmonized because they do it live.
Yeah.
Anyway, so that's why I have to go with Hawking on this one.
What's the next one?
Genghis Khan versus the Easter Bunny.
Ooh. You've sung this one, and it's made me laugh so hard.
I almost made someone crash because we were listening to it in the car, and they nearly...
Because he does the Easter Bunny so well.
Well, it is a goofy voice to do.
It's weird as you're like a, what, 6 foot nothing?
Yeah.
6'4" man. Not 4. How
2.
tall are you? 2?
Yeah. I'm 6'2".
I jumped. Went from 0.
6'0", 6'4". What are you?
What are you?
Went all the way around it.
6'2",
Yeah.
man. Speaking from, I think he's like, what, 5'11"? No, Nice Peter's super tall.
No, he's not. Epic Lloyd is super short.
Oh, that just explains that.
Yeah. Peter is, I don't know how tall he is.
I want to say 5'11".
Something like that.
But a 5'11" slender man.
Yeah. It is interesting.
But
I don't know. It's as much as I love doing the Easter Bunny, I have to give it to Khan because of Easter Bunny's second verse. Why don't you get out of my face and go back to your village? He's essentially said, shut up.
that's
which
true.
You know how I don't like about that.
Yeah.
He basically tried to, he said something akin to, just go away now that I've said all these things about you. That, and I think his first verse was kind of weak.
It shows Khan basic. Mine aren't as deep in some of these. It's mainly from I've ravaged the land. Now my DNA is in dudes from New York to Japan.
New York to Japan. Yeah, that isn't it. Yeah.
I didn't even get through that without smiling.
Yeah. All right, so the next one, it was Napoleon versus Napoleon. Napoleon Dynamite versus Napoleon Bonaparte.
I'm going to go with Napoleon Bonaparte, sheerly because I did not like that Napoleon Dynamite at all. I did not like that movie.
Oh, you're going for the character itself, not even the portrayal.
Yeah. There's no way. Even from the source material, I did not like the source material, and I have not seen a branch off that I've liked so far.
Yeah.
I'm probably going to get yelled at home because I think my sister loves that movie.
Yeah. I'm going to agree on who won, not for the reason. The reason I think it was because I think based on the fact that Napoleon Napoleon Bonaparte is a stronger character, Dynamite,
he's not dynamic.
His character is a shrug and at least the way they portrayed it, which means that anything he said was weak. To me, you're just the emperor of the lollipop guild. I get you're calling him short, but you spent way too many syllables on that one lame joke. And the worst part is that Bonaparte wasn't necessarily all that great to begin with. I mean, his last line...
And Bonaparte's like, I think he was like 5'4",
which at the time wasn't that short. But either way... I
know dudes shorter than that now.
Yeah. So, I don't know. I mean, they hid behind French for the first part of Bonaparte's second verse, which really I don't like. With Picasso, his first verse was amazing.
But then
his second verse, most of it was his name.
Which...
That's not a burn. It all built up to one joke. It was that Bob Ross's name is Bob. Literally, that's the punchline. Yeah, anyway, so as far as this one,
I know who we chose for that.
We both agree. I still went with Picasso, but we'll get to that when we get to that.
If we get to that.
Yeah. So we both agree Bonaparte won that one. Okay, so the next one was one that I listened to like on loop continuously on my trip to and from Florida because I had it on my laptop and I just watched it in the van when we didn't have internet. It is Billy Mays versus Benjamin Franklin. Billy Mays also he also gets in on his team the ShamWow guy.
Yeah.
They're on the same team.
That one was hard. It's been a while since I've heard it.
I played it in class. I played it in my English class because my teacher really liked Benjamin Franklin. And so I was like, I have a Benjamin Franklin video I think the class would enjoy. And so we played it on the speaker, on the thing. I filmed it, put it online.
Nice.
Put it as a video response on the main ERB video, which they got rid of video responses. God dang it. Anyway, so
I'm going to have to go with the duo on this
duo.
one. I felt they attacked him from more than one angle.
Yeah.
From him being on the money. You may be on money, but I can't even remember the line. I just remember it makes me laugh every time.
Yeah, I believe I have to agree. As much as I enjoy Benjamin Franklin and the fact that Epic Lloyd gets into character so well.
He does.
Like
leaning back.
when he was playing Picasso, he looked like an old man. He looked like a really old man. They did the skin, they did the hair well. But as far as this is concerned,
That was Epic Lloyd.
that was Epic Lloyd.
I did not know that.
Yeah, he played Picasso.
Wow.
Yeah. So when you're looking at this one, Billy Mays, I love him already. He's a great character, very optimistic, and he gets the chance to smile and say something horrible at the same time. I love characters that get to do that. And the ShamWow guy, nothing but vicious.
Nothing but vicious. He was quick. He made it to the point.
And he only had one verse. He didn't get to respond, which is remember Benjamin Franklin didn't get to respond to him, but I know you said you didn't like that. But in this case, I don't think
There's not really a good response.
there's no response to America's gonna be without a dad.
Right.
He had nothing but good lines. There was no line of his that I was just like,
I cannot think. That came out 2 years ago, and I
Yeah.
still can't think of a good line to come back
yeah.
against that.
So we both agree the duo of Billy Mays and the ShamWow guy, we don't know his name, they win. Gandalf versus Dumbledore.
This is the video that I was like, I asked someone who read the book, and he was like, "Yeah, he's gay." It's like I didn't know that.
Yeah, Dumbledore, as confirmed by J.K. Rowling, is homosexual.
Homosexual.
Could you please get closer to the microphone?
No.
I just said that Epic Lloyd gets into character very well. I don't think he did well with Gandalf. There are so many ways.
The other way around. Wow.
What?
I thought Epic Lloyd was Gandalf.
No, Nice Peter was Dumbledore.
Or other way around. Nice Peter was Gandalf.
No.
Epic Lloyd was Dumbledore.
No. It is hard because they used.
He took, even in the rap, he took the insults as it came and threw them back out.
Dumbledore?
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you say Dumbledore won?
Yeah.
I do too. But
That's the reason. In a battle, if you take it in stride and throw it back in their face.
yeah, and I liked some of his jokes. He was like, your rhymes are a joke and not funny ones either. That's something that Dumbledore would say. That's something that he would really say. I did not like how at the end they used a tie-in to... I did not like how flamboyant they made him. That's not in his character. But I also did not like how they turned the end of his last verse into a tie-in to Nice Peter's other songs, which one of them is called Fly and Like It's Quidditch. I didn't like that, but I don't think it really deterred it too much. I just think Gandalf, his second line was, I rap fast like Shadowfax. I don't know who Shadowfax is. That has nothing to do
He's
with
a
his
horse.
character. Cool. Either way, it has nothing to do with anything, and it ruined it for me. And the rest of his lines weren't really that strong. I mean, I liked some of the effects. I didn't like the flying effect, but I liked when he's like, "Don't take me for some conjure of cheap tricks." I liked that part, and then he had good, strong beginnings, and then like the second line immediately would go down from it. I don't know. I just like Dumbledore better. Dr. Seuss, and that includes The Cat in the Hat, Thing 1 and Thing 2, versus Shakespeare. This is all season 1.
Yeah, I remember.
This is hard to... yeah, anyway.
I'm going to say... Dr. Seuss. Who's Dr. Seuss. The things were a bit weaker, but I felt they were funnier, kind of wittier, and William Shakespeare kept up in stride, but I don't think he kept up in like the insult department into Dr. Seuss and his characters.
Yeah. A lot of people were annoyed with the fact that Dr. Seuss did not talk himself, but that's a character reason, and we got to speed through the rest of these, so I'm not going to talk very long on this. All I'm going to say is that I hated the things. I really hated them. I did not think...
I can guess that since you skipped the song once the things start.
Yeah, I don't like how they sound. I don't think that what they said was necessarily all that great. However, I don't think that Shakespeare... This was the first time that... Oh, what is his name? The guy who played Shakespeare. Watsky. This was the first time he was on there, and this was when he was just a breakout star for rapping fast, so that's what he went with. I don't think there was near enough substance to match it. I think The Cat in the Hat by himself sold it. So, Seuss. There's only 3 more. The first one is Mr. T versus Mr. Rogers. Do we even need to do this one?
Mr. Rogers.
Mr. Rogers won that hands down. Captain Kirk versus
out of my neighborhood.
Christopher Columbus versus Captain Kirk.
Christopher Columbus. They did the characterization of Shatner more than they did the character.
And I agree. Last one, Nice Peter versus Epic Lloyd.
Gonna have to go with Epic Lloyd.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Maybe Abraham Lincoln at the end. He comes in at the end and tells them to stop fighting. Yeah, he does.
That was Obama and Mitt Romney.
Dang it.
The one that comes in this one was Kasim G.
Oh, I knew someone came in.
Yeah. I think Epic Lloyd had better lines. He was stronger. Nice Peter was just trying to be funny, which is fine, but in this setting...
but we're deciding who won a battle.
Yeah. So... that was season 1. Our winners. If we're not going to repeat it because we don't have time for it. Time for music. Oh my gosh, that took way longer than we expected it to. But when we come back, what do we have time for?
We can let's do the articles we found because we can get through those easily. I don't think we'll have time for the Are we lying?
We don't have time for our staple?
I don't think so.
We'll make it up to them.
Well, I think that one takes priority.
Oh, no.
I can cut mine out. I'll save that for next time. But I'll play 2 songs. I'm gonna play "Left-Handed Woman" by the Statler Brothers.
Oh, it's only like 6:26. I thought it was like 6:45.
And "Mama Tried" by Merle Haggard. Thank you for listening. All the above. We'll see what we can do. I'm sorry. Love you. All right. Welcome back to All of the Above here on KRU Kansas City. All right. We got a couple articles, and then we got the ending articles, and then we got to answer the question, and then we're good. So what is the articles that you wanted to share with us? Caleb, let me know.
All right. A trip to Bali has turned Daniel Thomas into a real-life Spider-Man. The 20-year-old was holidaying with his friends last week when he woke up with a strange red trail stretching from his sternum to his stomach.
Oh, I think I heard about this.
Doctors told Mr. Thomas he was just bitten by a small insect, and when he fronted Bali International Medical Center on Sunday morning, after the red mark started to grow in length, it started on his sternum and moved to his stomach. I have a picture for Jacob.
Yeah, I think I've seen this.
The spider actually, he burrowed into his skin and was crawling from the bite across his chest. As the doctors had to take it out. He went to see a dermatologist who then told him that it was a spider still inside of him, and he went to the emergency room, and they removed it.
Whew.
He was a Western Australian man, so scary-ass spiders are probably not new to him.
Yeah, so point is, as Philip DeFranco would say, live in fear always. So what's the
Nature be crazy, yo.
That one is, ugh, that's just scary, man. What's the next one?
All right. Hitler was on crystal meth is the title of this.
Is this still the ones you just wanted to share, right?
Yes.
Okay. I didn't want to know if I had to guess that this happened or what.
Adolf Hitler apparently relied on a stunning array of drugs while running Nazi Germany, including one made popular by the show Breaking Bad, crystal meth, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
According to a 47-page United States military dossier, a physician filed the Fuhrer with a burette of tranquilizers, morphine, bull semen, a pill that contained crystal meth, and other drugs, depending on Hitler's momentary needs. It is said that he downed crystal meth before a meeting with Mussolini in which he ranted for 2 hours and took 9 shots of methamphetamines while living out his last days in his bunker.
I mean, have you ever seen the guy speaking?
He is very animated.
This is... I mean, Mussolini was animated. This guy is a cartoon character at this point.
It makes a bit of sense now.
Yeah. I mean, it very well could just be propaganda and all that stuff, but I could see it.
Yeah.
My gosh.
Something you might not have known, Mussolini stabbed someone at the age of 5 in a church school.
I did not know that.
Yep. He insulted him, so he shanked him on the schoolyard. I'm like, that kid.
Get that kid out of here.
That kid is a military leader.
Yeah.
At the age of 5, when you shank someone for insulting you.
Yeah, that's a sign of anything.
That's a sign of aggression right there.
Yeah.
Especially his father named him after 3 different revolutionary leaders. But anyway, those are the 2 articles. We probably have time for yours. Well, I have to pull up mine. So my real one.
I'll see what I can do. The internet is not that nice to me. Mine's coming from dorkly.com. It says the top 6 ways video games are better than my stepdad Keith. I don't have a stepdad named Keith. But this is what it says. Number 6, games are actually fair, unlike my stepdad Keith. Halo has adjustable difficulty because it understands how to treat the player well. Meanwhile, my stepdad Keith will unfairly ground me for coming home after curfew, even though I was only late because Matt Fryer's car wouldn't start. And I never would have had to ride with him if you'd let me get my learner's permit, Keith. Number 5. I'm gonna have to turn my volume down a bit. Number 5. Games have satisfying endings, but Keith and the torment he has wrought on my family seems to go on forever. Wolfenstein: The New Order took me 12 hours to finish. You have been here for 12 months now and show no signs of ending. At least the Nazis in Wolfenstein pay for their sins. My Nazi stepdad Keith won't even pay for HBO. Number 4. Video games aren't having loud sex with my mom. When I'm playing Call of Duty, other people threaten to screw my mother, but at least they aren't actually doing it, Keith. It disgusts me to think about it. But from the sound of it, she's just waiting for you to be done. No one in the house loves you, Keith. How does that feel?
What is this from?
Dorkly.
Okay. Makes a bit more sense.
Number 3.
It's from CNN. They didn't catch this when they posted.
Number 3. Video games didn't take their kids from their first marriage on a month-long cruise to Copa San Lucas while leaving me with Aunt Mary, who smells like cottage cheese. I'm old. I'm old. Appreciate. Okay, that was a mistake. The adult themes of games such as Grand Theft Auto and Payday 2. Keith, I think I'm old enough not to need. Okay, these are typos. I'm sorry. Not to need a cheese-scented babysitter. That's right. I don't even want to go on your stupid cruise. Anytime without you around is vacation enough. Seriously, there's typos and stuff. That's why I'm having trouble reading it. Number 2, I don't like how you look at my grandma, Keith. Even with the invasive glare of my Kinect pales in comparison with the evil sex offender eyes you give my grandmother, Keith. I don't think it was an accident when you walked in on her taking a bubble bath, Keith. That's her special time, and you need to learn how to not interrupt. Number 1, you're an alcoholic, Keith. I know where you keep the vodka, and that you've been lying to Mom about being dry. If I can smell it on your breath, so as hell she can too. Your days are numbered, censored. Keith. I'm calling it now. Q1, 2015 is the release day of your ass getting kicked to the curb. With day 1 DLC flipping you off as we change the locks to the house, Keith. Suck it, Keith! I pretend to throw my phone on the floor, but I can't because it's broken. So what's your thing, man?
All right.
These are the 2 articles I have to...
This one, it's not loading, so I have to read the, 2 sentences.
If you can paraphrase it, that's good enough.
All right. I read it before, so I'm going to try to paraphrase it.
Okay. Excuse me.
Both of them aren't loading that well, but I've read both.
Should have had them pulled up already, Keith.
I'm sorry. I had Hitler on crystal meth and scary spiders. But basically, the first one is a man by the names of James Herman in Capital State Forest in Washington State was rescued and claims he was attacked by Bigfoot.
Okay, the next one.
And I believe the Rangers said he was most likely attacked by a bear.
Probably.
Police arrested a man in Portland, Oregon, when he attacked several people and fought 3 police officers off with a toy lightsaber.
With a toy lightsaber?
Yep. He fought off 3 policemen with tasers. With the toy lightsaber.
Huh. Okay. And this is all the information I'm getting about both?
Yeah, because it's not opening. It says, I disconnected.
All right, so...
I hate our Wi-Fi.
Just looking at it on the face value, there was a lot more information about the first one than the second one. And the first one... the second one had a pretty common name in Oregon, like a city, Portland, and it seems a little more far-fetched. I can totally see someone doing both, probably at the same time.
He fought off Bigfoot with a toy lightsaber. This man's a hero.
But I don't know. I'm gonna go with the. It's weird because when I was faking it, I gave more information, which is if you remember that.
Yeah.
I think the second one is false.
It is true.
Damn.
A Portland police arrested a man Wednesday night after they said he used a toy lightsaber to attack people at a Toys R Us in Jansen Beach.
How did he fight off 3 police officers with
One officer attempted to calm the man down, but he kept swinging the lightsaber and yelling incoherent statements. Police officers said then they tried to tase him, but the man managed to break the wires free using the lightsaber.
Oh my God, those are barbed, man.
After the taser attempts, police were able to tackle him and take him into custody. The suspect, David Canterbury, was treated for injuries and taken to the hospital for a mental evaluation.
Uh-huh.
Canterbury was placed on police hold at the hospital and given citations for 3 counts of 4th-degree assault, 1 count of 3rd-degree theft, 1 count of resisting arrest, and 1 count of interfering with a police officer. I'm gonna guess the theft is the lightsaber.
Yeah, I was gonna say he didn't leave the store with it.
Here's a picture of him just for Jacob.
I can totally see that happening. All right, so now that we got rid of the punishments for getting it wrong, I managed to get one wrong immediately. How convenient that.
The only thing that popped up on my before the internet gave out was a list of forests. So the forest is real. Capital State Forest is a real place. Just in case you wanted to be like, I don't think that's real.
No, I mean, I remember last time I changed a story around by saying that the guy was working at Dunkin' Donuts instead of Pizza Hut, where the rest of the stuff was the same.
But
and that was taking a cue from you, so really, I'm not all that offended.
Odd law, by the way. If the first one was true, he would have been arrested because it's on the books. Harassing Bigfoot is against the law in Washington State. Yeah.
Why?
I think it's because most likely they'd be harassing a bear, which would get them attacked. But it might be because people who believe in Bigfoot do not want him bothered.
Oh, Lordy, no. What the hell? Okay. I would have a bigger reaction, but I'm not surprised. Let's...
The Pacific Northwest. Well, you just heard about a man who fought off 3 police officers with a lightsaber in the same general area.
Oh, God. Okay, well, I don't know. I don't know where to go from here, man.
I think we should...
What's the answer to the question?
The question? A streetwalker, Jacob. A streetwalker.
Restate the question before you give the punchline.
No! I do what I want.
Gosh, I can't believe it was a little... I can't say
what do you call a zombie prostitute? A streetwalker, Jacob. A streetwalker.
In the picture he was showing me was the Walking Dead, where they call the zombies walkers. It was...
Here's a bit of list. There's walkers, skin eaters. Here's dead zombies, zombles, Zeds, and just good old-fashioned Walking Dead.
They had a few other names, like geeks.
Yeah, geeks. But we can get into that on the Halloween episode.
Yeah. All right, so thank you for listening.
I prefer Zeds or Zombles, personally.
Zombie.
Zombles.
Zombie. Is that going to be one of our fights?
Yes.
On the Halloween?
It should be.
On October 10th?
What should we call zombies? Remember to text in or post on our walls what you think.
Thank you for listening, y'all.
Y'all.
We don't have that many shows left. I mean, we have the entire month of November. We have 2 left in October, and I think 2 in... So we only have like 8 shows left.
We only have 2 in October?
We have next week, and then...
Or not... It is October.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
It was November.
In December, there'll only be 2 shows.
Oh, yeah, because
the school year will be over.
Yeah. Mine ends on the 10th. When does your end?
Whenever my last final is. And I haven't checked that. But yeah, so this was the 9th last show, so we better start packing.
We'll make it a big deal.
We'll make it a big deal.
For the last one. Lots of talking, lots of fun, lots of music.
What are we going to do? Stay here for 5 hours?
Yes. We'll just barricade ourselves in here.
Yeah. You have a show right now? No, you don't. This is my...
Go away, graveyard shift. This is all of the above.
We're here from Wednesday. 24 hours.
We did it! I cannot imagine the work that would have to go in for that.
God.
This takes me a good day to a good 24 hours to come up with 2 hours of material.
We just wind up overanalyzing everything.
I think we could do it if we went through all of the seasons of
all the seasons. All right, so
we're gonna dissect The Walking Dead now, and then we're gonna go to music.
All right.
Can't feel my legs, Jake.
Thank you for listening.
Seriously. We couldn't be this great without you guys. It always makes me smile when we beat the graveyard shift. And we're hoping we'll bring this top of the heap apex of radio to JCCC's radio.
Yep.
To ECAV?
ECAV, yep, and you're out of the range.
ECAV.
Thank you for listening. I've had fun.
And I've had fun too.
That is good. This has been All of the Above.
I'm Caleb.
I'm Jacob. Here
At
Kansas City, UMKC Student Radio. Every Thursday from 5 to 7 p.m. Every Central Standard Time.
That's American, not
America! Gonna play some music.
I remember having that problem. You just set it to Central Standard Time. I did, and it's like 3 hours off. Oh, you're on South American Central Standard Time. What?
Oh, where to go? Why? Why are you doing this to me?
What you gonna play? Maybe some Perry Grip and Nerf Herders?
I'm trying. It's not doing it right. I gotta. Something's going wrong here, and I don't appreciate it.
I'm gonna.
Oh, I know what happened. Okay.
Tic-tac-toe?
What?
I don't know.
What?
I made a guess.
We're gonna play these 4 songs.
Okay. I'm tangled up in the wire.
Play footsie with me or something?
No,
Dang,
I
you
was-
creeper.
I was trying to destroy this radio station by
Yeah.
killing all of the wires.
Video Game Girl, Nerf Herder. First song I'm gonna play.
Yay!
Then I'm gonna play Video Killed the Radio Star by the Buggles.
Because that's just funny.
Yeah. Then gonna play Daft Punk? Daft Punk, Harder, Better, Faster. And then finally. What?
Hmm?
What?
Do you want a suggestion?
The hair song?
The hair song? Yeah, we didn't get to that.
We did.
We did?
Yeah.
There was one we didn't get to.
But whatever. Video Game Girl, Video Kill the Radio Star, Harder, Better, Faster, Stronger. And then
Whatever we choose.
My Hair Goes Up by Rhett and Link. Thank you for listening.
And if you don't speak zombie, that was I'm Jacob, and that's Caleb. Thanks for listening.